Yo, we are back. We are live. Sports Just please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Josh, Isaac, what up, Josh? It's been a long weekend. People were disappointed yesterday. Yeah,
Yeah. All the
including
naysayers,
yourself.
all the I was disappointed in Enrique on so many levels because
Mm,
he ought to have done better. I know that Enzo Maresca, kudos to Enzo Maresca, he actually tactically masterminded that win, and I actually did tell you that it's a good thing that Malo Gusto has
it
started there.
starts as a right back. Yeah,
Yes, because when
instead
Malo
of Range
Gusto
James.
starts there, yes, because I had told you Rhys James is going to be cooked like properly. But
Mm, I think that's a
the
nice
fact
one.
it was a very tactical move because bringing Rhys James into midfield, I mean, the tenacity was increased. Enzo Fernandez, Moses Caicedo, and Rhys James gave Chelsea a lot of grit, and they were positional. They were positional in the way they were approaching the game, the way they were playing. Everyone knew what they were supposed to do, and they did not allow um, PSG on the ball. Enrique, I blame him for the fact that he left a lot of space that was exploited by Enzo Maresca, but he did nothing during the game to change it because the space between the space that could have been occupied by Fabian Ruiz,
Mm,
the midfielder, let's say the left-sided midfielder for PSG, he would
mm,
have been occupying that space between Nuno Mendes and Cole Palmer. But
mm.
there was a lot of space there, so Malo Gusto stretched out the pitch. He hugged the touchline. He preoccupied Nuno Mendes, and Cole Palmer dropped from the 10 role into
Palmer
that
had a
space.
great one yesterday. He had a great game yesterday.
He did have a very good
An
game. So
incredible
because he
game.
dropped into that space, and Yao Pedro, Cole Palmer, and Malo Gusto actually exploited Nuno Mendes on the left hand side, only because the midfielders at PSG, they're comfortable playing on the ball, playing around where the ball is.
Mm.
They don't set out to play positionally. That
I would say
this
they
is
are
the
so clean.
left-handed.
They play clean football.
Yeah.
That's
But
why.
they don't set out to play positionally. That this is the left-handed, left-hand sided midfielder. This is the right-hand sided midfielder. This is the pivot. They all rotate in and around, and Fabian Ruiz is seen often as a guy who is making runs to the box. Now he left that space, and that space was there to be exploited, but
That's a
Enrique was
haul.
not doing. Enrique was not doing anything about it. Two goals came, actually, all three goals came from there.
That's a haul. He
And
missed that.
still,
Anyway,
even in the game, there was still an opportunity for Chelsea to score more goals, use exploiting that very
they
space.
dominated the
So
game
I
right from the set. They
exactly.
were the
So
dominate. They were the alphas of the whole game.
like Gareth Bale
Incredible.
said, they were PSG.
Incredible. But anyway, either way, kudos to PSG. They've done so well. And by the way, Chelsea has accumulated over 129 million US dollars from that competition alone.
Yeah.
Now, this team is so lucky. This is how Tori Boyle
And
beats the
lucky,
PSR and
it's not
everything.
lucky. Yes.
No, I'm,
But
I'm
it's not
I'm saying in terms of PSR and all but it's not
it's not
just lucky.
just lucky. They
You, you know,
pushed their
people,
luck.
people had written them off because majority said they had a soft path, to the finals. Unlike PSG, who played the likes of Atletico, Bayern, Real Madrid. But well, that doesn't matter. At the end of the day, PSG swallowed 3 good goals. And again, Kopama had a great one yesterday. I don't
Enzo
understand why
Maresca.
Enrique.
Enzo
I
Maresca
don't
won the
understand
day.
why Enrique was trying to strangle Chelsea player. I think it got to him, so he couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe it. Everyone was in shock. Your mic is off, Josh.
I think it was started by the Chelsea player.
Yeah, that is true. I know. But
Yeah.
don't
So
you think he went too far doing that?
no,
I
no,
mean, I
no,
know
no,
it's
no,
all about
no.
passion and everything.
Yes, the passion, the tempers are high, and all those things. So, I mean, there's no
Well,
way you're going to.
that was yesterday, the FIFA Club World Cup finals. Chelsea lifting it after beating PSG 3-0 all the way in New Jersey. It's MetLife Stadium. Once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notification. Josh and Isaac, the deadly duo, is back in the building. Of course, we are back on business. We are here to talk football. We are here to talk Man United. And yeah, the transfer just still goes on. United is still struggling to, this whole transfer window. And as I speak right now, the pursuit of Brentford star and forward Brian Mbeumo is one of the most, I would say, prominent transfer sagas currently. I mean, with significant developments reported in recent hours. I understand it's reported that United are reportedly very close to finalizing a deal for Mbeumo, with multiple sources indicating that the deal has been agreed upon. Josh, third bid is coming around £65 million. Brentford has already accepted, reportedly. And I mean, this follows the rejection of two previous bids, Josh. We all remember the second one. The second one was around 62.5, with add-ons, £1 million. And it looks like United is aiming to unveil Mbeumo before the end of this week, Josh. I mean, potentially allowing him to join his colleagues. That's if he joins Man United on their preseason in the States. And we all know it starts, the whole preseason starts after the Leeds game, friendly game. That will be on July 19th. Now, as for Mbeumo, just from what I understand, for those of you who don't know, by the way, 25-year-old Cameroonian international, that is Brian Mbeumo. He has made it clear that joining Man United is his top priority. Of course, we understand there were reports that other teams were interested, teams like Newcastle, Nottingham Forest, Arsenal, and it's also reported that he rejected all of them, Josh, just to focus and secure a move to Old Trafford, Josh. Now, I don't understand, Josh, what has been dragging on this so long. I think it's a bit irritating. Everyone is tired of this. It's going into 7 weeks now, approximately. We're still on Brian Mbeumo. And I think at one point one would say they would blame Ineos. I mean, I know the club is in debts. I know we don't have money. We haven't sold players. But I mean, what do you think about this whole thing, Josh? How do we get through this? How does Ineos, what do they have to do as Ineos to get deals done so quickly? Because this is now really affecting us psychologically as fans. The player himself, Josh.
Yeah. It's a very difficult situation that we find ourselves in. You wouldn't believe that Manchester United would be in a situation like this, where it is difficult for them to even get players over the line. What is most frustrating is not that United is chasing Brian Mbeumo, or has failed to sign Brian Mbeumo. It is frustrating that United has taken over 5-7 weeks chasing the same player, and you're haggling over a few million euros. And imagine you finished 15th last season, so you would think that you would be doing everything in your power to back the manager, to bring in players who are actually going to improve the fate of your club. But for me, I do think it all started with the Glazer family announcing sometime in November 2022 that it would seek outside investment and potentially a sale of the club they purchased in 2005. I think that is where all hell broke loose. Because, yes, we did have Ineos come in, but I think Manchester United's financial struggles are a complex issue, with roots predating Ineos's investment. Ineos's involvement has significantly not improved the situation at Manchester United. So, I mean, I know that they did acquire a share, and they control the football operations at the club, but the Glazer family retains the majority ownership and continues to extract significant sums through debt servicing and dividends, hindering the club's ability to invest in its squad and its facilities. I know that there's this whole thing that Ineos has um, painted a rosy picture that, we are going to start a new stadium, we're going to invest in the club, but it's lip service, because I believe that Ineos's own financial challenges stemming from the difficulties in the European chemical industry may be impacting their ability to provide substantial financial support for
I read
Manchester
about
United.
that. I read
Yes,
about that.
so
That is true. Mm.
because for in one way or another, we did entrust you with the club and the football operations of the club. So we do know that we were in a very bad position, but you must actually do something about it.
I know, and it's supposed to happen. It's supposed to be. I mean, because if you look at it, Josh will be back shortly. If you look at daddy duties. Anyway, I mean, Josh is right. When Ineos came in to get some of the shares from Man United, rather from Glazers, from the Glazers, they knew what they were getting into. They knew the risk they were taking. They knew it was a hard ball. And I mean, I'm not saying it was supposed to be an easy journey or soft journey, Josh, but you come in, you know someone is not doing well. If you decide to help them because you're already committed. You get shares, you promise everyone, you even make an interview saying, oh, how the club is 10 years behind, the data analytics and everything when it comes to the players.
I
But I
know.
mean, me as a club, I do not see development. I do not see, how do I call it? I want to see the club moving forward. So this whole Mbemo transfer saga, I feel it's really exposing us, Josh, so much, very, very
Yeah,
much. And
like I was telling you, the challenges that Ineos has as a company themselves is
mm,
actually limiting their ability to provide the level of investment needed to turn Manchester United's fortunes around. We do have
mm,
big problems with the debt financing and stuff like that. Despite Manchester United being one of the highest revenues in world football, they continue to face financial problems because of this debt servicing costs, mismanagement, and poor player trading. I mean, you should know that Manchester United has not traded players. We've not sold players for over 10 years. I mean, we've not sold a player worth 30 million for over 10 years. And we've bought players at a very, very high cost.
yeah,
And they've all just been written off. So, I
you know,
mean, the mismanagement of Ineos itself in its earlier days also might speak to why we are in the mess we are in. Yes, they did come in. I don't fault them for correcting the wrongs that they realized they had made, but it goes without saying that it is very questionable that they did give Eric Ten Hag an extension of a contract, and a few months later they did fire him and they had to compensate him. I mean, it goes without saying that it
Dan
was a
Ashworth as
mistake
well.
for them
Mm.
to hire Dan Ashworth and have to compensate him in the manner they did. It goes without saying that it is also not right for United to have forced its way to get Ruben Amorim during the season and have to compensate Sporting Lisbon
Sporting
for the
Lisbon. Yeah,
services of
I agree.
Ruben Amorim.
Now that is
But
all money being wasted.
yes, but for me, I like the decisions that they were made at the time. They could have been wrong decisions, but I like the fact that for a very long time, we never had anyone with balls to make the bold decisions at United. But with
Well,
Ineos, even if
mm,
they did make the wrong decisions, with hindsight, you now at least they did make a bold decision that this is the guy we want. We have to do whatever we have to do to get the guy that we want. At what cost they got him, that is another issue. But maybe these are the problems that are keeping us in this state. I don't see how Ineos is going to be able to steady the ship if they have their own challenges um, financially, because
well,
Manchester United must come out of this slumber. We must find a solution. If they cannot do it, then they ought to sell the club to someone else who can do it. Maybe they should
well,
just be hired as the company that is going to run the football affairs of the club. But
you
I
know,
don't see how United survives this
talking
mess with Ineos struggling itself.
talking about financial issues with Ineos. By the way, shout out to Dr. Footiverse already in the comment section. Max TV, what up, what up? Coming to you shortly. Akunya Matata, what up, what up? I see, baby, you're on. Just about the financial issues with Ineos. I mean, I think I mean, we all know currently United's transfer budget is being supported, like it or not. I would say, I mean, it's strong to say it's being supported by sell-on clauses from former players, such as the 7M, we are getting from the sell on Alvaro Carreras, to Real Madrid, the 15% also from Anthony Elanga from Nottingham to Newcastle. I mean, just these Max Oyedele also to Strasbourg. I mean, these funds currently are aiding the push for Mbeumo. Although I think Ineos' strategy to avoid overpaying, because I know they're trying to do that, has also caused problems and is prolonging the whole negotiations, Josh. Because I mean, why wouldn't we have right now Mbeumo? And we know Brentford has been resolute in their negotiations. They've rejected United's offers twice. I mean, this is a player who's still 25 years old. He has given he scored for Brentford last season 20 goals, Premier League goals, Josh. And his contract is still on, ends next year, that is 2026. And it still also has an option to extend for another year, Josh. And we saw Phil Giles, the sporting director for Brentford, coming out saying, if a suitable offer is not reached, or rather, if a suitable offer is not presented and a deal is not reached, we are happy to keep Mbeumo. And I know he's also happy to stay. So, I mean, the situation is really confusing. It's annoying, but hopefully things get so well, and
Isaac,
we get
the
we
thing
get
is,
Mbeumo really quick.
the thing is, you are even frustrated about Brandon Bomo, but for me, I'm frustrated about Ineos as the company in charge of the football operations at the club. Because if
Mm,
we are dwelling too much on Brandon Bomo, we finished 15th last season. We have a new manager in the door, and the manager is actually a good tactician. How are we
mm.
going to help the manager to be able to actually bring the club back to its old days if we are not supporting him? I mean, if you drag on the transaction of Brandon Mbumo and you later bring in Brandon Mbumo, are you going to say that we supported the manager? We gave him Cunha and Brandon Mbumo when you
Well,
clearly see that Man United needs a goalkeeper and you can get Diogo Costa at 50 million at the moment. I don't
and
care
you
what
can also
Ineos
even get
does.
Richard Rios at 25, 26 million pounds.
Yes, but for me, I don't think that we necessarily have to break the bank to buy a midfielder. That we can do without.
No,
You
just
see, we
25
are
is
not.
not breaking the bank. 25
Yeah,
is
yeah,
not
yeah,
breaking the bank. I
yeah.
think it's a fair amount
For Man United,
currently.
1 million, 1 million, 1 million pounds is breaking the bank, bro. But the thing though is,
Well,
what I'm trying to say is, we are not short in midfield. We are not as short in midfield because of we are going to play only the domestic league last next season and a few cups here and there. Those are about what, 6 games, six
yeah.
cup games. I mean, so it's not that hectic a season for us. We're going to play once a week, so it's not that it's not a priority position for us to go and get a player. But if you have a player who is on the market and you're broke like United is, and the guy costs 20 million, I mean, take a gamble and buy the guy. He still has some resale value. He's a guy you can sell even after 3 years. I mean, if
Well,
he doesn't work for you because you bought him cheaply and you don't give him crazy monies and stuff like that. But I mean, what I'm worried about most, it's not Brandon Bomo failing to come to United, but United failing to look at other options that can help the manager
we
stay at the
still have
club.
time. Mm. Well,
There's still
what,
time. The window is still
what,
open until August.
once again, guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications, comment section. Yo, Max TV, what up, what up? Good evening, brother. How are you? Then Futiver says, I think we might be screwed as a football club. This Mbeumo deal is taking 20 years, and I'm afraid we won't come close to competing next season. I'm also, by the way, afraid. I'm not sure how we're going
No,
to
we shall
compete next
compete. We
season.
shall compete. Playing once a week, we shall compete.
I mean, good evening, Uncle Baldy. Waike Romeo, what up, what up? Weibu, what up? Valhovic, by the way, I've seen this that he has been presented to Man United. I don't know, Josh. Again, I still think
We are not involved.
he's
We are
not
not
cut for the
involved.
Premier League. To me, I think Josh is still not yet cut for the Premier League. I mean, I'm saying if he was an option, and from what I also understand, he's ready to lower his wages just to force or push a move through to any of the top clubs. Now, United, yes, we
Yeah,
might
they're
be struggling,
terminating
but
his
we're still a
contract.
top club. But yes, I mean, assuming, okay, assuming it gets to the worst and we get him,
Yeah,
you
he's
think
a good
anything good
player.
is anything?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Would he
He's a
turn out to be
very
a
good
good?
player. No, he's a very good player. He's a striker that we were chasing. I think 3 seasons ago. He's a guy we would have used. I think the time around COVID and stuff like that. He's a top striker. The problem is he has fallen off the pecking order. He has fallen out of favor at the club at Juventus because Thiago Motta did not really he didn't really like what Thiago Motta was doing, and Thiago Motta thought that he was not giving a lot in training and stuff like that. He didn't like the fact that he was running so much, and the Premier League is about working so hard. I know that in the Italian league, as we have had, I mean, you work twice as hard, but even in the Premier League, it's not a walk in the park. So a player who is already complaining about training methods and stuff like that may not be a right fit for you. But if you're Manchester United and you don't have money, you don't have solutions, and Vlahovic falls in your lap, I think Vlahovic is a player that you can take. He knows how to score goals. I mean, he's if he's not expensive, he's not on high wages and stuff like that. He's a player you can take.
Global boy, what up? What up? Just subscribed. I've been liking the streams. I never usually comment. Big up to Uncle Jazz and Uncle Baldy. Bro, I don't know where you get the Baldy and Jazz thing already. Global, shout out to you. Shout out to you. Hope you're good. Whip
Shout
in
out,
the comment
Global Boy.
section. Acuna says, Acuna, shout out to you. Ineos never backed this manager, but everyone will blame Amorim. I think they're trying to blame. They are trying to back the manager, but they are slow. How they are doing, the pace at which they are doing their stuff, it's
They
like
are
they
broke.
think the whole world is waiting for them.
I'm starting to realize they are broke. The company is broke. They
Mm.
came to Manchester United, and the Glazers can't stop biting the hand that feeds them, because the Glazers they continue to get these debts and their dividends when they fall due and things like that. They do not compromise at all on their asset,
It's
getting money
wild.
from their asset. They don't compromise at all.
Max TV says this club is missing out on many
I
bargains. I'm so
know,
pissed,
I know,
Uncle.
so many bargains,
Can
because
we still
for
get them
me,
right? No,
yeah,
but
we
what a
can.
player! I don't think
No,
Josh we
we
can.
we
But what a
actually
player
can.
that
We
would be. I mean,
actually
what a
can.
buy. Mm.
We actually can. It's just that I don't know. We we as fans uh, do all this scouting work, and the guys who are at the club don't do the scouting work, because Dumfries is not expensive. Dumfries is not on high wages. Dumfries has been at Inter Milan for a bit. He would like to change. He would like the idea of a new environment and stuff like that. Maybe we never explore such options because of the lack of Champions League. Because he's a player who is going to tell you, okay, the fact that I'm not playing in the Champions League, I would need a 10 million bonus or something like that.
Well, once again, guys, please do subscribe. Amy Prowler, FIFA is in the building. Tyler FIFA, Tyler, I told you anytime you're ready, let me know. I whoop you properly. I'll say it again. Foodiverse says, where do you guys see us on the table next season? To be honest, it's still too early. I mean, I have to first see how the season, how the transfer window goes, who we are buying. I mean, if we're not buying, then I can maybe project and predict and see if we're getting anyone. Global Boy says,
It's
any chance we could
difficult.
still get a good striker? What are the options besides? I don't know why everyone is talking about Lewin, man. I don't, I don't feel him.
No, he's not an option.
You know, he's
United is not looking. By the way, the truth of the matter is United is not looking at any other transaction apart from the Brian Mbeumo transaction.
I know
Even when
currently.
they give us, yeah, currently there is no any other transaction that is authentic that is coming out of United. The news coming out of United that you can take to the bank is trying to sign the unwanted five.
Mm.
Yeah, the unwanted five. United is doing at least some work to make sure that they leave the club. that's where the news is around. But because we do have loopholes in our squad, I mean, these agents always are going to tell you that we know we're looking at the keeper, we're interested in such and such a guy. But for me, I think I ably explained to you that I wouldn't. Ineos is broke, but I think if Ineos fails to do the things that we think they should be doing, and Amorim is sacked next season, I think Ineos should be also leaving the club.
But I don't see
I
that
know
happening very
it
soon.
is no, it is their club. It is their club. It is their, they have shares in the club. But if they fail at the job, like I've explained to you, the financial constraints they find themselves in has failed them to have the ability to give
You
us
know, everyone is
some
right now.
level of
Everyone is
high
thinking maybe it was a
investment.
mistake for the for the Qataris not to take over the club. You know, and yet I
No, I
thought,
know
and I'm saying
me.
many people, of course, people any
Nah,
fan judge that want progress would think that. But
yes, yeah,
even
yeah,
if
yeah,
you
yeah,
have
yeah. Because the Qataris,
the Qatari
promised
guys,
us the
mm,
Qataris, no, Qatari or Saudi Arabia.
no, Qataris,
Yeah, the
they were
Qataris,
from Qatar.
Sheikh
Sheikh
Jassim.
Jassim, yeah,
They
from Qatar.
promised us, yeah, they promised us a lot. They would pay our debts. They would do this. They would do that. But we didn't see the fine print of the documents that were tabled. Maybe they didn't have that money, and they were just saying all these things.
Well, Mark says, I don't get why we bought Amorim if we didn't have money to back him in the first place. We should have kept Ten Hag. Talked about that. Sacking Ten Hag was
Thank you
right,
very
but at the
much,
wrong time.
Max
Sacking Ten
TV.
Hag was right, but at the wrong
No, it
time.
was
You know, at
wrong.
a
It
situation.
was wrong.
No, no, Josh.
It was
They could have
wrong.
waited until the end of the season, at least.
Yes, that's
You
what
know, bringing in a
I
manager
kept
who plays a
I
different
kept
style.
telling you. I kept telling you the whole time.
Problem.
If Ineos makes a decision to fire Eric Ten Hag, then we have written off the season. We have accepted to write off the season. I told you this when he had just gotten a new deal. I mean, there's no way you go into the season. By the way, Eric Ten Hag is also an elaborate manager. Eric Ten Hag, you can see that Diogo Dallo is a guy who suffered a lot from changing a new manager, because the manager that he had in Eric Ten Hag was asking him to invert and play as a midfielder. Then he gets a new manager who is telling him, hey, bro, I need you to play as a winger. I
Hmm.
don't have wing forwards in my system. I have two
That's why.
tens, but I
That's
want you
why.
to play as a winger.
That's why
Then
I
we
thanked
have
Dallo.
garbage. Then we have garbage at the top in the two tens in Ganacho and Rashford. Absolute garbage. They cannot play as tens. They're telling them to play as tens. They're playing as wing forwards. The Dallos cannot play as wingers. Then it's just a
But
whole
they've been
mess.
told they can
So
come
I
back to
mean,
train, but after 5 p.m. But
yeah,
playing,
yeah,
rather
yeah.
training alone, you know.
That's
And
good. That's good. So I
I
mean,
saw Sancho is not yet back. I saw him.
he's
You know,
not coming back.
there
That
was
kid is not
a
coming
certain
back.
concert. No, I mean at least training with the club. I mean with the boys, with the likes of
He's not coming back. I
with
don't
the
think
likes
he's
of
interested in
Ganacho and
football
Rashford.
anymore.
He was at a certain concert. There was a concert in UK. I saw him there with Madueke and everyone. But anyway, Global Boy says even Chelsea is better than us right now. I wonder how Madueke feels right now. I mean, you've just been sold and your club is winning trophies. Unfortunately,
He left the competition, by the way. But it's a very good move. It's a bigger move for him to go at Arsenal. I mean, yes, it's once in a lifetime a medal. He would have had that medal if it stayed at the club. But if you see yourself progressing
you move.
at
I know.
Arsenal, yeah, you move. But
Anyway, he just
he
won a
could have
conference,
told Arsenal that
UEFA Conference League trophy. He
he could
just
have
won it.
told
So
Arsenal that he will come after the Club World Cup.
yeah.
But he was not even a regular, so maybe he didn't feel at home.
Tyler FIFA says, Uncle Baldy, how do you expect to beat me if Sajim? No, try, at least I'll be prepared. I'll be
No,
prepared.
but you see, no, there's a thing that he intends to do with the internet himself.
I know. He said it last time. He said it last time. They were broke this whole time. They sold us a dream, and Bruno lied on the interview when he said we have enough money. We should have sold him. Yeah, some fans are
No,
regretting why we
Bruno
didn't
cannot
sell.
say we have enough money. Actually, I think the whole thing was the club told him
Yeah,
they can get money in other ways. Because
We are
Bruno
in the
can never know whether we have
him
enough
not being.
money.
We are in
But
mad.
we are shit.
RIP Manchester United. Footiverse. Romeo says, how can Sir Jim spend 60 on Mbwemo and refuse to pay internet? No, 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 no. I'll take care of that.
He's not
Yeah,
done
that
the
is very
60
true.
yet.
That is very true, Footiverse. Officially, the longest summer deal this year. Very, very controversial. It's been controversial. Akunya Matata says this club is, Sir Jim is running a club. Is he running a club or is just testing a village circle strategy? Well, we hope he's running rather a club. Weibo says we are refreshing Fabrizio's page. It's like UNEB results, but no deal. Unfortunately, it is. Amy Prowler, what up? What up? Says, guys, we just need to pray. Kunya
Yeah,
and Mbwemo can save us. I think that is right. If we get them,
hi, Amy Prowler. I do think that they will save us. I believe. I believe with if you add Cunha and Mbomo on the side and Rasmus Hoyland at the front, I think
mm.
that is a good enough squad to finish sixth.
And Golden Boy says, I've been telling everyone Qatar needs to buy this club. By the way, they had a very, very healthy proposal. You know, what's the
Maybe it
new
was not in the fine
stadium,
print.
training facilities. No, I think United, I think Glazers had a good talk. Of course, they would have sold it because the other guys have the money. But I think they
No,
want to
they
keep it
needed much more
within.
money.
No,
No,
they
they
want to
needed
keep it
much more
within.
money.
I know,
No, they
Josh, and
don't
those
want to
guys would.
keep it. They
Those guys.
needed. They
This is what Liverpool is
inflated.
doing. FSB, is
They
it FSB?
inflated the if yeah. They inflated FSG. They inflated the
FSG, yeah.
price.
Mm.
They inflated
Josh,
the
no, what I'm
price.
saying is, I think they wanted to keep the what? How can I put it? They wanted to keep United in that heritage, being governed by an Englishman. Okay, someone not from the Middle East or something. I'm just
Not at
thinking
all.
because
Not
you see
at
what
all.
happened to Newcastle. It happened to Newcastle,
Not
but they
at
told
all.
them whatever happens, everything stays within.
Not
Uh,
not at not at
that's
all.
what I think. That's what I think.
No, the Americans wouldn't be interested in that shit. I mean, they're not this is an asset they bought. This is their club. It's not for
Mm.
England. Yeah, it is their club. It is their asset. They do with their asset as they please. But I know the club ownership uh, changed a bit on state-owned clubs, like state ownership of clubs became a little bit more difficult to do. Like the case was with Newcastle. It's not like other cities and the like, but you still can see that even when Newcastle came, sorry, even when they did buy Newcastle, they started to move pieces.
Well, Fortivas is asking what will the club, rather, what club will buy Ganacho? Brother, I don't really understand.
None.
I don't see any suitors. I don't see anyone coming out saying they want Ganacho, they want
Garnacho is
Sancho.
going on
I mean,
loan.
Juventus just offered
Everton.
us less than 15 million pounds for this spoiled kid, Sancho. So I don't see
And
anything happening. I don't see anyone actually interested in all the three: Ganacho, Rashford. Rashford is pushing for Barcelona. Barcelona, I understand they could be interested, but only on a loan deal. They don't even want an option to buy, just a loan, straight up loan. That's how things are
that's
bad.
also
That's how
that's
bad
also
things are.
not
Sorry.
true because they can't even register the guy. I don't know why he's going there.
You know, it took them
As in,
6 months,
he
almost eight
wants to
months to
carry
register
shoes
Danny
for
Olmo.
Lamine Yamal. He wants to carry shoes for Lamine Yamal.
Max says nobody's going to drop their price soon. And I actually think about prices. Do not be surprised once the end of the transfer window when clubs come in for the likes of Ganacho, the likes of Rashford, the likes
Yeah,
of uh,
they
of
will.
who Sancho, but with lesser amount. Josh, I'm telling, because
Yeah,
they
but
know
it's okay.
United is
It's okay.
desperate to take them off their wage
It's
books.
okay. We need to, yes, let them go. Let
We
them
sell
go.
them, we count our
Because
losses,
yeah,
and we move on.
okay. Now let me tell you, you had players like Anthony Martial stay at the club.
Who I
You
know,
know, they didn't have suitors. They stayed at the club. They stayed at the club. Stayed at the club. They were doing nothing at the
but
club, but they were
but
there.
getting money.
Yes.
So yeah,
So
that
I
is true.
mean,
Weibo
do whatever
says,
you have to do.
mm,
Get them out.
I hate Gyökeres going to Arsenal, brother. I'm not happy about it at all.
Me, I
Uh,
think it will be a glorified failure.
Glo-
I think Mikel Arteta will even lose his
Josh,
job because
in a
of
minute, 60 seconds, why would you
yes,
say Gyökeres going to Arsenal would be a glorified failure? You said glorified?
yeah.
Why?
Because I do think that Mikel Arteta is not very fond of a target man, and even if Mikel Arteta is a tactically astute manager who is very good with the methods that he deploys on the pitch, I think
Mm,
he's very comfortable deploying a fluid side without one player actually dictating how he moves, especially if that player is not a midfielder. He does not
mm.
want a striker to dictate the way he moves players on the pitch. So he prefers to have fluidity on the pitch. Then he can move the pieces. He can allow the midfielders to actually move forward and score and stuff like that. And yeah, so for me, I think that there will be a huge quarrel between Mikel Arteta, Andre Bata, and the use
Next,
or lack of
time will
use
tell. Time will tell.
of Victor Gyökeres. But if Mikel Arteta gets it right with Victor Gyökeres, Arsenal will be unplayable.
Unplayable, unstoppable. Yeah, Golden Boy, very nice question. Is there a chance for Ekitike? No. In caps, no. Ekitike is going to, we're talking about it with Josh. She's going to Newcastle. I don't know whether you've seen, talks are progressing so fast. And Newcastle wants, it's not that they want to sell Isaac, but in case, of course, they sell in, they would have backup because Liverpool might
No,
also be
they don't. No,
interested.
no, no, no,
But
no.
reportedly, it's that they're also improving their striking force. They want to play with two strikers up front. That is
Yes,
Ekitike
they don't.
and
It's not
Isaac.
about selling
And
Isak.
brother, that
Ekitike
will
is
be
brought. Ekitike is not brought to sell
juicy.
Isak. He's brought to actually partner with Isak. Remember, the other English guy, Callum Wilson.
Mm.
Yeah, Callum Wilson is
He left.
was released. Yeah, so
I think it
and
was the right thing to do.
imagine the English media also touted that guy to Man United.
Man, well, it's United right now. Everything is being linked to us. Whatever says internet providers, what internet providers do you always have? Sajim Express Band? No, 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 not Sajim. Amy Prowler is asking Josh, what would Wemo's shirt be? By the shirt number. I'm not so
What
sure,
does he
Josh.
wear? What does he wear at
Who's
Brentford?
wearing 9 currently at Man United?
No, 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 no. It won't be 9. It's Rasmus Højlund. But
Oh,
who? What does he wear at Brentford?
I'm not so sure. I don't know, but I don't think I know they're going to give him a
No,
shirt for someone. I don't know who it
20.
is
He's
because
going to wear 20.
10 has already been given to
I
Cunha
think he'll wear 20.
from Marcus Rashford. Maybe Sancho. Sancho is wearing what? 25?
Yeah, but he'll wear 20.
Well, let's wait and see how things turn out. Footiver says Rasmus up front next season, better cook or else I might crash out. Bro, that everyone in Man United, everyone that is going to be in that squad when the season begins, better do their job very well because man, it's going to be trouble. They told us to be patient, but even patience in Mulago get treated fast. That is Wibu. Wibu. Acuna Matata
He wears 19
at
at
Brentford.
Brentford. Yeah, so he
Acuna,
wear 20. He wear 20. Diogo Dallo is now going to be wearing
number
shirt
2.
2.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is true. Valhovic is Valhovic better score goals or we send him back to Juventus with a broader receipt with a border receipt. I don't think he's coming to Man United, guys.
Yeah, I
I don't
also
see
don't
him
think
joining.
Vlahovic is coming.
I don't
And
see him.
the energy, I don't like the energy surrounding him.
There's a lot of negative energy. I hate Sancho more than Di Maria. Man, by the way, there's also Di Maria.
I never hated Di Maria because
I
of
never
the
hated him
circumstances.
before until he started talking that trash, until his wife also went on and said whatever trash. And I'm so
Yeah,
happy the
but
Manchester
yo,
United mayor came
Arsenal
out that
fans
time.
attacked him. They robbed
Who?
him. Arsenal fans all the way from London. The burglars.
The bag, I remember.
Yeah, so I mean, I never really blamed them. You never know when you're not in
This is
when
a
you're not
nice
in a
name.
familiar
This is a nice
territory,
name
and
for Sancho. Scamcho.
yeah.
That is a good one. Should Ganacho? No, 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 no. He shouldn't come back, brother, man. He should
No, no,
once
no, no, it
beaten. He
shouldn't.
should not come back.
No, it
All that
shouldn't.
energy. They thought it would be so easier, but from what I understand, his brother and agent is moving everywhere, trying to put him up
Hawking.
for sales, hawking him from here to there, and guess what? Nothing concrete is coming out. So,
Guess what? You
well,
remember the time that the rumor that after the Europa League final, when
mm,
Ruben Amorim had a meet with the team, he actually told him, "I hope you have a club. I hope you find someone.
yeah,
I
he
hope
told
you
him,
find a club."
"I hope you find a club." Yeah, I remember that. I
And
remember that.
yeah, he was right because I don't think he's going to find a club.
Not very soon, unfortunately. Webo says he's talking for Barcelona. I think he means Rashford.
Rashford.
Then by the time Wemo signs, Uncle Jez's beard will look like bro, bro. But Josh, that is yours. Emin Prowler is asking, will Yokore score more than 20 goals in the Premier League? Yes or no?
Yes, for
No,
me.
no for me.
Yes, for me. But a glorified failure? No. But if Ateta gets it right and plays him, he can score 15 goals.
Well, I don't think he'll make 20, but you never know.
But
But I'm happy
I
to be
you know
proven
the
otherwise.
real thing that I want to see is actually if Ateta is willing to play with Victor Yokores and not Kai Havertz.
Mm.
Yes.
I think
Sometimes he can be too
there's no way
clever
you
with
buy.
himself.
There's, I mean, with all the hustle they are going through right now to get Yokere's signature, the hide and seek they are
No, he
playing with
can tell you the squad.
Sporting Lisbon's director. I
He
think
can
they have
tell
to
you
play
that
him,
he
man.
has so many games, and Gyökeres will play in the Champions League. Kai Havertz will play in the Premier League.
But the Premier League is more, Josh. I mean, if and real talk, I think he's going
Okay,
to play. He's going to get more game time.
whichever the case, he can tell
Mm.
you that I have so many games, so these players, I'll play five, I'll play. He can get too clever with himself.
Well, Tyler FIFA says, should we sign Sesko instead of beg Leipzig to drop the price? By the way, I don't know. I'm going to say this, Josh, not in a bad way. I think Sesko is a good player. Benjamin Sesko is a good player, but I think he's slightly overrated. Not in a, I think he's had only 2 good seasons. Actually, this season he didn't perform so well. The other season, the one for 23-24, he performed better. But, he's a good player, but the hype is too much. He's,
I
overrated.
No, Sesko is a good player. We can actually use him, but the thing is, I don't like players that United has chased for 5 years and they don't come. Then
Don't
you
talk
bring the
about
guy
it.
in the 6th year. I mean, we wanted Sesko during COVID. I don't know, it was 18 or I don't know, 19.
18. I don't know why I think Sesko is better
No,
though.
he's a good player. He's a good player. He's a very good player. But for me, I think let's stick to Rasmus Hoyland and get Isak next summer.
Josh.
Yeah, we get Isak
Uh,
next
uh,
summer.
uh,
So,
uh, you
this guy doesn't want to go and get another loan
who?
because he should get another. He should have gotten another loan and bought Gyökeres. Now it doesn't make sense to get a loan. Why would you get a loan? Who?
Doesn't make
Ineos.
sense. Nothing at all, man. I'm telling you.
Yes, maybe to get
Um,
Diogo
um,
Costa. But me, I'm most interested in signing a keeper. I would prefer Diogo Costa. If we
well,
did get Diogo Costa, I would care less. I would forgive Ineos for the Mbomo
actually,
deal.
if no, no, no. If I would prefer right now, I have 3 priorities. If they can get the Mbeumo deal sorted, well and good. The keeper issue, because right now we really need a keeper. Onana is out. You know, even when he's back, he's not going to walk straight away into the game. He's still going to take 2 to 3 weeks. Recovery and everything, then training, get back in shape, fit, and game time and everything. So we need a keeper, but Diego Costa would be good for me, Josh, and a midfielder. 3 places. Mbuemo deal done, the keeper done with Diego Costa, and a midfielder right there. We need another midfielder. If we can sort out that, I'm not worried about our defense. Because I know last season, yes, we finished 15th, but you could see the amount of chances, the number of chances we fluffed, the number of chances we missed. I'm telling you, if we're scoring, if Garnacho, Rashford, Rasmus Højlund were scoring last season, we would have finished 6th or 7th or maybe 8th, Josh. 7th, because we
Yeah,
missed
so
a lot of
me,
chances.
Diogo Costa, I just need 2 players. Finish the Mbomo deal, get Diogo Costa in. Richard Rios would
Futivas,
be a bonus.
Yeah, Futiver says Gyökeres in Sesko on a similar level, but I think Gyökeres was the better deal. I agree with you. I agree with you
Yeah.
100%. Where is the Newcastle boat? Adieri, where are you? Futiver is asking. Max is saying,
Oh, we
people.
get we can still go get a loan. Ineos can still go get a loan and we get Osimhen.
That's what I was going by the way to talk about because I
Yeah.
see Napoli
Victor
has rejected.
Osimhen.
Napoli has
Yes.
rejected the bid from Galatasaray, 40 million euros up front and 35 coming in bids, 15-15. So, I mean, if he's available, why
That
not?
mad
He
guy. That
wears shirt
mad
number
guy.
19. They might give him that number. Who used to wear, what shirt was Mash wearing? Number 9, right? Or 19?
Martial. Now
I
we
think it
leave
was
Martial.
19. It was
No, it
19.
wasn't 19.
No,
It was
Ibrahimovic was
11.
wearing,
It was 9, then 11.
really, shirt number
Mm.
11. I don't know who was wearing
Ibra
19.
wore 9, then he wore 11, then Lukaku wore 9, then Ibra wore 10. Bro,
We are
20.
buying players or applying for passports at Ministry of Internal Affairs. The delay, bro, the delay is real.
Great.
They robbed his
It's
house.
like jumping off a plane at Entebbe Airport.
Yeah, it's true. The Maria was robbed. The Maria was robbed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That
yeah. They
whole
robbed his house. There were
it
burglars that broke
traumatized
into his
them.
house.
It
It
traumatized them.
traumatized him, and the wife
The
couldn't stay
kids,
at
the
home
wife.
anymore.
Yeah.
The kids, it was a new place. He has just come into Man United and stuff like that. Louis Van Gaal is a guy who pushed so hard to
For
bring
that
in
deal to go through,
Angel
by
Di
the way.
Maria, because he actually once in a press conference they told him, you have so many wingers, you have Ashley Young, Lingard, and stuff, and he said none of them is Neymar or Angel Di Maria. These are the best wingers in the world, and he preferred actually Lingard to any of the lot that we had there. But
Oh my God, we had
he
Lingard
turned
at
on
one
Angel
time.
Di Maria because Angel Di Maria did not like the things that Louis Van Gaal was doing to him. As he was going through the whole trauma of being robbed and stuff like that, he fell out with the manager because you should know that Louis Van Gaal is a teacher. He's a guy. He's a proper trainer. I mean, he's a guy who's going to show you your videos, and he's going to tell you the things that
Yeah,
you didn't do right. Angel Di
Josh
Maria did not like that very
and
much.
your
So
managers,
yeah, he's a Dutch guy. He's a
especially if
Dutch
they are
guy. He's
Dutch.
a top
Exactly, I was going to say that. Ten
player.
Hag, Ten
Yeah,
Hag,
they,
Van Gaal.
no
So I know.
Dutchmen.
Anyway,
Dutchmen are the epitome of total football. So I mean, if you have a few Dutchmen in your squad, you should be lucky.
well, Futiver says Mbemwe still not yet signed. United pulling out slower than a drunk border guy on a hill. Well, man, I hope we get that. Would you take Jamie over?
No,
No, no,
not
no,
at
no, no, no,
all.
no, 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 no.
Not at
Jamie
no
is
no
what?
no 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 no.
60
Why?
years old now? No, I'm not taking. I'm not taking. I'm sorry.
None of that lot. None of that
I'm
lot.
I'm
They
not.
should
I'm
come
not.
and sign me instead.
Uh, Sergeant must be using safe border budget to negotiate Premier League transfers. We should stop playing. Sorry, we should stop paying ridiculous wages from honor. That is a very good one. That is a very, very good one.
Yeah,
Amy
yeah, that
Prowler,
will
a
help
very
us
good
going
one.
forward.
I think that's
But
what they're trying to do because
you see,
Kobe Minor wanted 180 from what reportedly 180 to 200. That's why he hasn't renewed. His contract ends, I think, in 2 years from now.
3 years, three
3 years
years.
from now.
I think
They wanted to tie him
we
down,
have a year.
but
But it's all
they
good.
said no.
It's all good for me. You cannot. In which world are you bumped up from 20K to 200K
Josh, they're saying
at what
Isaac.
job?
You talked about us. I think it was banter. He also knows we cannot sign Isaac next
We
season.
can sign Isaac next season.
That you're in Dululu world tonight.
Yeah,
No,
we
I
can
don't
sign
see.
Isaac next season.
Uh,
If
Max TV is saying his concern you could be high tonight. First, the Argentina man was shaking for Jokeres. Now, Uncle just taking, or rather, took some puffs tonight, talking
no,
about
not
Isaac.
Isaac.
May
Not
God help
about
us.
Isaac this window. Not this window.
Even if
Next
it's next
season.
window,
Why
no, Josh
wouldn't
is not
we?
coming.
Why wouldn't we? He cannot be out of
Wait and you see
our
how you're
range.
going to finish this window. Rather, this what? Uh,
How are you? Why are you preparing to watch football like that? You think you're going to finish in the relegation places?
Of course, we are not going to finish in the relegation places,
Yeah,
Josh.
but
But
if you
I
finish
mean, I'm saying
sixth,
with what's happening, Josh, it's not good. It doesn't look for us. There's no light at the end of the tunnel, Josh, unless we pull out some really good transfers that we want or that the manager wants.
for me, I
Who
think
knows? Maybe.
a keeper is good enough to change our fortunes.
Amy Prowler say only a keeper plus
Yeah,
Mbemo and a keeper.
yeah. Mbomo and a keeper. Yeah, we can
Isaac
change our
says,
fortunes.
sorry, Isaac is going to live up. There's a possibility, but let's
Oh
wait and
yeah,
see.
yeah, yeah.
FIFA, yeah, that's man. This would be great.
Oh my god. Yo,
Superb.
even if that guy is earning like 250K, we give him.
That will be absolutely superb.
Oh
But
my
let's wait
god.
and see.
Oh my god. They should even give us obligation to buy.
We need to ditch Mbwema for Vlahovic, the way Kampala ditch girls for. No, 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 no. We are not ditching. There
Yeah,
is no way.
either that is a
There's,
guy with a car, man.
is Project
That's like some
2028 possible at
that's like
all, or
some
do you
girl
see?
from Nigeria, man.
Or do you see us realistically winning the league then by best on current signing? I think when you talk about 2028, you're talking about what Omar Bereda said that United will win. He projected that United will win the Premier League in 2028, if I'm not
But you start
mistaken.
now. You start now.
Exactly. That's what I was going to
And we,
say.
we don't
With
have
what's
we
happening
don't
now,
have
with what's happening now, I see 2040. Seriously, unless we need to buckle up. I'm telling you, we need to prepare our
but
mind for
players
next
like
season.
Cunha and Mbomo would be ripe by
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
2028. And
They would change a lot
Fernandez
of
and they
things.
would be ripe, yeah.
Mm.
And Lenny
Tyler says
Yoro and
we
Kobe
should be
Maino.
top six minimum next season. I would love that.
Top
I
six,
hope
no
that would
matter
be
what.
nice.
I mean, there's just what Newcastle, Aston Villa in there,
Yeah.
Nottingham Forest. You should
Acuna
be good
Matata.
enough. You should be good enough to because when you look at the squads of those teams, they're also not
By the way, you
they're
know
not that
Coventry City.
that good.
Sorry, Josh. You know Coventry City is supposed to earn around 4.3 million pounds from that Gyökeres deal if it goes through.
Nice, nice.
That's a nice one.
It has
Sancho
gone
wants
through.
Sancho wants to leave. Even M7 wouldn't pay that to change ministers because and he says Sancho wants for him to leave. Even Seva wouldn't pay that to the to change ministers. Mbwemo deal has dragged longer than Sanyu FM's relationship stories. Tia, fly, rather lies and no happy endings. Well,
Oh,
bro,
Osimhen all day, every day on loan, half buy, whatever it is. Victor Osimhen, he's the real
Victor
guy.
Semen.
By the way, we
Uh,
get Victor Osimhen, we are going in the Champions League now.
Mbwemo will retire at Brentford before we even send in paperwork. Anyway, let's just skip and stay optimistic. Let's wait and see how things happen. Are we
I
close?
just hope we start looking at Diogo Costa seriously.
How close are we to preseason? We are just 5 days away. 19th July, we set off for the US tour. The Gyökeres deal was still a good deal. We can't get Mbeumo. I think let's first settle because I know United, the financial constraints are also killing United, you know. They are limited on cash reserves, reportedly at around 73.2 Josh million in Q3 or quarter three. Financials with 90 million remaining on the 300 million credit facility. Facility they aim to avoid using, due to the, the what financial,
FFP and
and all
yes,
that. So, we still have high wages, players on
by
high
the way,
wages, and that has been a
in
big issue. That's why
in
we are
ways,
even facing problems to sell them.
yeah, but the problem is Ineos is broke. You see,
Mm.
if we had someone who was willing, who was not as broke as Ineos, maybe they would have done us a solid and reinvested into the club. But Ineos seems not to have enough money, so they can't do the right deals that we want them to do. But it is really, 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 really difficult for Manchester United at the moment. I don't know what's really going on with Ineos, but for me, I've started to feel that Ineos, I know that they just acquired a share, so they can't do it all. But yo, it's getting very, very annoying. Mbemodil is slower than Abebu says I'm coming, but still tying shoelaces in Bukoto. Any news of Trincao from Sporting or Yulmand? Yulmand was a guy that we wanted to sign last season in the midfield, but nothing as yet this season. And for Trincao, I don't think that after Cunha and Mbumo, you can sign Trincao. Inacio might be a signing to go for next January. Yeah, Inacio is such a powerful defender. Him with Lenny Yoro
By the
and
way, Josh,
Licha, that would be the dream.
Josh,
Yeah,
Alvaro Caracas has been announced officially. I
Carares.
mean, yeah, Caracas, sorry, has been announced or
Uh,
was announced an hour ago approximately. But it's is it there's a journalist, I think you know him on X, Sam Locust.
Samuel
He
Lucas,
said,
yeah.
yeah, he says Samuel Lucas. He says at Ravasti he didn't get a kick for United in an era where they signed Malasia, gave Luke Shaw
Yeah,
a 4-year contract,
yeah.
bought in what's that Tottenham player who also played for Madrid
Regulon.
on loan and played three right-footed players as left backs.
Yeah,
That is
it was
real, Josh.
difficult. Yeah.
Non-difficult. In other words, mistakes, Josh. Those are some of the
Yeah, yeah,
mistakes.
yeah. The mistakes were
You
there,
know.
but you could see the mistakes that were happening at the time. We get in a new manager. A new manager signs a new player. Okay, Man United signs a new player. Man United, there's
Oh
regular
shit,
on loan, and there's shit like that. Luke Shaw is
bro.
getting a new deal. Luke Shaw had
Mm.
a season to remember when he was played at centre half. So
Yo, David Ornstein a few minutes ago. If he writes something, then it's happening.
yes, now
Newcastle
they I believe.
United working on a deal to sign Hugo Ekitike from Frankfurt. Not yet
Yeah,
agreed or
but
close to
that we
being done,
knew.
but talks continue over potential 75 million euros. Newcastle 123-year-old forward to play and join or play alongside Alexander Isak. My friend, that
Yeah,
is
yeah,
going to
yeah,
be
yeah,
trouble. That is
yeah.
going to be trouble, real trouble. Uh, well, let's wait and see. Anyway, let's wait and see. I'm just happy to see. I want to see players like Diego Leon on the pitch. I want to see what they can offer. I want to see how
And
Aiden
you
Heaven
know
has
the thing.
matured.
Yeah, the thing is, there's also this maybe feel good factor for Manchester United next season that about 8 clubs will be
Mm,
participating in Europe. So we do have a
okay.
chance. Yeah, we
Mm,
do have a chance. They'll be playing 2-3 games each day, so we can compete. We don't have to actually have a bloated squad. We don't have to fill every position that is lacking in our squad. We just have to have the right personnel, at least to get us through, and hope we don't get as many injuries as we've had before. Then we should be able to compete. Because if you're telling me that even clubs like Crystal Palace, Newcastle, all these clubs, about seven, eight
I
clubs are going
know.
to be participating in Europe. Then, I mean, why doesn't Manchester
By the
United compete to finish sixth?
that Crystal Palace guy needs sticks, serious chiboko.
Parish.
Towards last season, I think midway,
What really happened?
midway while the season was happening, he was supposed to register a new Crystal Palace for Europa. Now he
Yes.
didn't believe his team could do better to secure that spot. The idiot said otherwise. They took long, they took their time. Only for them seeing Crystal Palace has started doing well. A few games are left for for EPL to end, or rather Premier League to close, and they start rushing, to send in papers. UEFA tells them, "No, you're too late." Now they appealed, thinking it was going to do, or rather UEFA was going to say otherwise. They told them,
Yes.
"Nope, best we
I
can
thought,
do, you're going
I
to the
thought,
Conference
but
League,"
how do
because
you
Lyon
know?
stayed. Lyon stayed. By they stayed.
Yeah.
PSG
No,
bailed
no.
them out by buying. Lyon stayed.
Yes, Leon stayed, but you know what are you talking about?
I'm saying
Because Leon has two problems:
one.
the financial problem
That's
of
what
their
I was
league.
going to say.
Then they
Um,
have they have this whole
PSG bailed
uh,
them out. They had a
Crystal
player
Palace
on
deal.
loan. They had a player on loan. On loan. Is it Bakola? By the way,
No,
they had a player on loan who they've fully paid full total amount. You know, it was an option to buy. So what PSG did was to buy instead. You know, so to save them from going back because of the financial issues. You get it? You know, so that was good play. Now if them being saved meant that they have to come back to play in what, in Europe. Now that
Yeah.
pushed and you know that already submitting in their the paperwork and everything was fine, yet Crystal Palace, I mean their chairman was still fooling around, so no
Yo, but
no
I
Europa
think
League for them.
is it right for them to be hard done by like that? Because
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah,
Crystal Palace,
you need to
Crystal
get
Palace,
checked.
yes, but let me
I'm
ask.
not.
Crystal Palace won a cup competition which
Mhm.
qualified them to go and play in Europe.
But their chairman
Mm.
delayed. Actually, do you
How
know
would he
when?
have known that they would qualify? They would win the
It's not
test.
their problem. It's not UEFA's problem. Who knows? You have to trust. You have to believe in your team.
Oh, so nonetheless, regardless of what happens, you ought to have showed interest.
Yeah, it's a must
He,
too.
he
You know?
owns he owns both Lyon and Crystal Palace.
No,
So what is the real issue?
I'm telling you, you're
Mm.
supposed to. Do you remember when we tried to
It's
have
just about
Chi-
registration.
yeah, Chido Obi Martin praying, rather for him to get part
Yeah, yeah,
of
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
Europa thing, and we say
yeah,
no, it's late. Registration is rather has been closed. It's
yeah,
the same thing with the Crystal Palace. Actually, with the Crystal Palace, they didn't try at all until when they reached the final. Even when they reached the final, their their chairman pulled back until they beat. Did they beat Man City?
yeah.
Until they beat City.
Federici is.
Yeah, until they beat City. Then the next week, that's when he started filing in paperwork, appealing and everything. So he's an idiot. Anyway, Futiver say this transfer window is giving me stress than Makere exams results. I'm then Global Boy says must have been the best transfer window as far as bargain deals. I don't think it will be easy. It will be so easy next summer with the World Cup. And Max CV says if we are below top 10 by December, should Ineos sack Amorim or should he walk away after the first 5 losses? No, not after the five. But if we are below top 10 by this, okay, but you sack him. Who are you going to bring? You know, you sack him. Who are you bringing in? That's the big issue. Or rather, that's the right question. Because you see, we've already fumbled sacking Ten Hag midway through the season. You know, at least maybe they could have waited. So I think they have to bite and swallow their humble pie. Let everything flow until the end of the season. They just have to make sure they back him as they should, so that it doesn't come to that. Cunha, Osimhen, Mbuemo would be the best stack in the world, uncle. That is Taylor. That would be a
Yeah.
huge. That would be a problem.
Oh, dope, 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 dope.
Fernandez behind them. You know, you have Amad Diallo cooking from the right. Oh my God! You have Diego Leon pushing in passes, crossing in passes from the other side on the left. That would be great. Um, I think there's still something stuck in Uncle. No, there's nothing. There's nothing.
At
Nothing
you
at all.
swallowed the bug.
Nothing at all. Waikerum, it was a bug. No, 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 not at all. No, no. Let's wait and see. Are we still are we still waiting? Are we still waiting until the away kit to reveal Mbuemo? Man, I don't know when. Well, we can't reveal him because he's not yet been signed, so we have to wait. Mbuemo deal is being negotiated in tongues at a night prayer. Someone called Bogembe to interpret. That is 40 verse.
Yeah, this guy is just taking us for a ride.
Osimhen
He's
is
not
wasting his
negotiating
talent going
nothing.
to Galatasaray. He cannot go back to Napoli because they fell out. He fell out
Yeah.
with Napoli, you know. So
He fell out with ADL.
it's a bit of a problem. I know, Amy Prowler. What bug are you guys talking about? No, there's nothing. There's
Amy
nothing at all.
Prowler said you swallowed the bug. She's seen it again.
No, it's, it's not true. It's not true.
Yo, man, drink
Anyhow,
some
guys,
water.
Sports Jazz, please do subscribe, man. Thank you for always being part of the show. A huge appreciation going out to you all. Just real quick, I mean, I think right now I read somewhere we've let go of some players like Ericsson, Lindelof, Johnny Evans, and I think the club is focused on reducing the wage bill. Because with all the players that I just mentioned having left as
Sir
free
Jim
agents
Ratcliffe should
after
be
their contracts
serious and do
expired.
better.
Sorry,
Sir Jim Ratcliffe should be serious and do better.
I know
We are
they
tired
should
of
do.
the
I
lip
mean,
service.
because
By the way, let me tell you the
slow
Mbomo
progress
thing.
in
The
offloading these
Mbomo,
high earner
the Mbomo,
players, man.
the Mbomo thing. Yeah,
Mm.
from the start, we did not show any intent to buy Mbomo.
Why would you
I
say
mean,
that?
we how can you offer, I don't know what, 45 million, Simanyu with 10 add-ons? What
We,
rubbish is that? As
we
in, they've
almost offered
clearly
him.
told you,
Uh,
they've
uh,
clearly told you that we
we did a
want,
Barcelona thing, eh? The deal they
yes,
offered.
of Spotify. You know, we offered premium Spotify. They've clearly told you that we expect something in the region of 62, blah blah blah. And then you say,
Yeah. Anyway, let's wait and see.
oh my god, yo, you guys, I don't have the best laughter, man. Don't kill
Who,
me like this.
Tyler. Tyler's
Tyler,
comment.
you're crazy though.
That's in Taylor's comment. Ineos said long-term project, but didn't tell us the length was measured in geological time. Yeah, they are trying to be astronauts. If Amorim fails due to lack of backing, will it damage United's ability to attract? Look, we're already facing issues to attract top players, like it or not, Josh. Yes, I know Mbwema wants to join, Cunha wants to join, but the lack of European football. I mean, finishing 15th in the league last season. I mean, United failing to qualify for European competitions that reduced. I mean, the appeal for top players who prioritize
Great.
Champions League to join.
Man,
So yeah,
yo, I
you
need
are
to
right.
take this comment section off because these guys are crazy.
I could just laugh feel that. I mean, Prowler started a rumor, which is not true.
Yeah, no, it's true, man. She saw the rewind because I
Where is it?
actually I think Tyler asked to see the rewind. It's someone who said you had a, I don't know, a
No,
bug or something, swallowed a bug.
no, no, that is not correct. That is not true. Anyway, once again, guys, thank you so much
Yeah.
for tuning in. I mean, it's always fun with you guys in the comment section. Pleasure having you guys on. Always a pleasure. Salute to you all, Footiverse, Max, Amy Prowler. Agent Dre is missing today. Romeo, Acuna Matata, Tyler, Adier is nowhere to be seen.
Isaac,
Weebu,
I
shout out
need
to
to
you.
be on this to see that bug you swallowed.
Global, Global Boy, shout outs to you.
Shout out, shout out, shout
Everyone
out,
that was in
man.
the comment section, man, please do subscribe, turn on the notification, share the link, guys. Let's have more subscribers. Let's have more fun. See you tomorrow. Josh, you're still laughing.
Yeah, I mean, Amy Prowler insists she did see what she saw. She had to rewind it back, man.
I know that is not true. Just
By the way, maybe
lastly,
we answer Tyler. Yeah.
how long should fans realistically wait before judging Amorim? I mean, if he's backed very well
Amorim maybe later, but Ineos, this window.
this
This
season,
window. This window. Yeah.
you're not even waiting
We've
for the window because there could be a transfer window and I'd rather January window and they do something, Josh.
no. You see, we start to judge them with what they've done this window.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. I do know that actually Ineos understands that we are not in a very we're not in a bad shape as a squad. If we do have Brandon Bomo and Matthias Cunha, we could have had a striker, but we can fight maybe to get Osimhen on loan from Napoli. But we need to just get Diogo Costa, and those additions will be enough to get us through the season. With
Okay,
seven
Josh.
teams playing in Europe, we should be able to compete and actually do much better.
Josh, in 60 seconds, let's first have some fun. Let's go through the last comments.
Okay.
In fact, I'll put them on screen. Uncle just said if Mbwemo doesn't sign, he's switching to that and supporting Uganda Cranes only. That is Footiverse.
No. Yo, bro, Uganda Cranes,
Is
maybe
the
Netherlands.
is the failure to sell players quickly a result of bad contracts, poor negotiations, and lack of player value? That is a very good one. Yes, Josh. First of all, the negotiations. The pursuit of
Yeah,
players like Mbwemo has been
bad
complicated
contracts.
by the pursuit of players like Mbwemo has been complicated by rejected bids. The 55 million plus 70 plus 7.5 in add-ons turned down by Brentford recently. Not to forget the desire to remain disciplined in spending or avoiding overpaying. Josh, I mean, that could suggest the
Agreed.
negotiations being slow. And
Agreed.
I think the other one, what was it? The financial issues, the bill, the wage. All these players. Teams are scared of getting these players because
You
of
know,
their wages. Rashford
at
is
the
currently
time,
close to 300. No,
there was a
350.
period that United was shit, and
Mm,
all it took for Ed Woodward to get a player was to offer ridiculous amounts of money. Okay, so he offered ridiculous amounts of money, both to the club and to the player in wages. So it became a thing that actually United overpays. You
mm.
if you push them harder, they will overpay. So even the player that is coming
Unfortunately,
to a football club, for some of us who played football, I mean, if you were traded,
Josh,
I'm telling
Josh,
you,
traded from
you
where?
listen.
Traded from where?
Footballers, this guy is just
From
hating
Chikugo
because
to Nabugabo.
he's a FIFA guy. But I mean, when you're playing real football on the pitch, I mean, if you were traded in schools and a school wanted your services, the coach who takes you to that school would
Those
actually
trades
say,
were
by the
illegal.
way,
You know that
ask.
very well.
Yeah. But if he takes you to a school that he knows that the school has money, he's going to tell you that when the headmaster asks you for your services, just ask for a lot of money because this guy is going to give you the money. So it's kind of the thing that happens.
Guys, it's been a pleasure. Max TV, is it a problem? Recruitment or coaching?
Ah,
Guys, you're having Josh
oh
laugh out
shit!
so loud.
Oh god!
That's in here. Is it a problem? Recruitment or coaching? Issues are so systematic
Okay,
that
I'm done.
can neither.
I'm
Everything right now is wrong, and I'm hoping Ineos is trying their best to put it right. Let's just wait and see. Max TV. The recruitment was a problem. I think that's one of the reasons that's why Dan Ashworth was even fired midway, just right after the beginning of the season. So, but let's wait and see how things turn out. Weibo, if Weibo deal takes one more week, Uncle Jazz might start getting a prayer night, rather retreat in Lugazi. Just I'm going to come to the comment that is
yeah.
making you laugh.
No,
Ineos and
I'm done.
Glazers are like stepdads fighting over child support, but the child is already in rehab. At this
Yeah,
rate, United should sell tickets with a pack
a
of
pack of
Panado
Panado.
and an apology letter from Sir Jim Ratcliffe because it's going to be hell next season if things don't go well in the summer window. Podivas is asking, what lessons should United learn from Brentford, Brighton, and even Aston Villa strategic squad building? That is a very good question. I think we are
Yeah.
going to come with this next tomorrow, Josh.
Should
What
United learn from Brentford, Brighton, and even Aston Villa's strategic squad
Yeah, that
building?
is a very good one. That is a very good topic. Footiverse, be available tomorrow. That's you've given us a topic. Is Amarim philosophy truly compatible with the players already at the club, or is he being set up to fail? Well, we have to wait and see. But I don't think I know Josh loves Diego. I don't think who Diego Dallo is fully compatible.
He is. He is.
Amarim is not.
He is.
Who the striker that we have?
Who Amorim?
Rasmus Hoyland, I don't think it is. With Joshua Zaxi, he had slotted in so well. He was getting in so well. But anyway, let's wait and see because that was he didn't have enough time when he joined. But I know now there's preseason; it's going to have enough time. Tell them what to do. So let's wait next season. Before rather beginning of the season, the only moving thing slower than the transfer window is a village WhatsApp group admin replying with noted. Guys, we have to bounce. Uncle Jazz Baba is now on strike because the stress lines on his head are too difficult to fade.
Hello.
When Uncle Jazz laughs, dogs in Gulu start barking. They had ghost point. Uncle Jazz laugh. Yo, you guys made Josh crack. You made Josh crack. So
I'm
it
done.
was
I'm done, man. But yo, I'm not
local
gonna laugh
rumors say
again.
when Uncle Jazz laughs, border guys in Makin, you get a bonus refill from the guys. Okay, forget about it. Guys, a lot of comments, but we have to sign out. Well, at least now it has shifted from the bug to Uncle Jazz's laughter. That
No,
is
but the
something nice.
bug is bigger, guys. The bug.
You know, Top four damaging
Oh,
our
this is
ability to
another
build.
one.
Is our obsession with the top four. The obsession top four damaging our ability to build something bigger, like what Klopp and Arteta. By the way, that is a good one. That is
Yeah.
also a good one. Footiverse and Emmy Prowler. That is a good one for tomorrow. We will come with those. Guys, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications, the
Homework.
laugh, yeah, that's homework for us. The laugh and everything and the bug. I'm going to go back, take my time and see where that bug is
And
because
edit that bug.
I don't remember swallowing a bug anywhere.
Yo, you know what killed me? Emmy Prowler, as in someone said, like, rewind 2 minutes, you would see it.
And she
And she
said that
did rewind.
she was just bantering. That's banter. That's banter. Anyway, guys, I don't want to get Joshi's contagious laughter. So shout outs to everyone that was in the comment section: Tyler, Golden Boy, Weeble, Romeo, Prowler, Footiverse, everyone, Max, everyone that was in the comment section. Man, shout outs to you, Akunya Matata. You guys make the stream joyful. See you tomorrow, same time. Cheers, man. Glory, glory, Man United. Yeah, let's wait and see. Hopefully, we sign Mbuemo. Hopefully, their deal comes through. Cheers, man. See you tomorrow.
Cheers.
By the way, just before we go, I had something to tell you. I don't know whether these guys are on. Are they on? But I think
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
keep it
yeah,
for
yeah, yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah, yeah.
No, let's keep it for tomorrow. Cheers, man.
Okay. Okay.